Are RVs good in a zombie apocalypse? An RV, a home on wheels. Self-contained living space with beds, kitchen, bathroom, storage. When the zombie apocalypse hits, an RV seems perfect. Drive away from danger, sleep safely inside, carry supplies. It's mobility and shelter combined. But is an RV actually a good survival vehicle, or is it a slow-moving death trap? Welcome to Survival Theorem. Today, we're breaking down whether RVs are viable for zombie apocalypse survival. The advantages are obvious, but the disadvantages might kill you. Let's find out. Let's start with why RVs look appealing, because the advantages are genuinely significant. First, mobility. You're not locked into a single location. Zombies overrun your area? Drive away. Resources depleted? Move to a new location. Hostile survivors threaten you? Leave. Mobility is flexibility. Flexibility is survival. Second, self-contained living. RVs have beds, kitchen, bathroom, storage. You're not sleeping on the ground or cooking over a fire. Climate control, at least while you have fuel. That's comfort and functionality. Third, storage capacity. RVs carry weeks or months of supplies. Food, water, fuel, weapons, tools, medical supplies. A car can only carry so much. An RV is a mobile warehouse. Fourth, security while sleeping. Lock the door and sleep inside a metal shell. It's not impenetrable, but better than a tent. You can rest without constant watch. That psychological security matters. Fifth, power and water systems. Generators, solar panels, fresh water tanks, waste management. Technology access most survivors don't have. Information is power. RVs enable it. So RVs offer mobility, shelter, storage, security, and infrastructure. Sounds perfect, but every advantage has a fatal flaw. Problem 1. Fuel dependency. RVs are gas hogs. 6 to 10 miles per gallon, sometimes less. You're burning fuel constantly. When the apocalypse hits and fuel production stops, gas stations run dry within days. Most RVs have 50 to 100 gallon tanks. At 8 mpg, that's 400 to 800 miles maximum. Then you're walking. You can siphon from abandoned vehicles, but everyone's doing that. The easy fuel disappears fast. Without fuel, your RV becomes stationary. And as a stationary shelter, it's worse than a house. You gave up your only advantage because you ran out of gas. Problem 2. Mechanical vulnerability. RVs are complex machines. Engines, transmissions, electrical systems, plumbing, all can break. And RVs break frequently, even with regular maintenance. Engine fails in the middle of nowhere. Transmission dies. Tire blows. You need parts, tools, and knowledge. Most people don't have all three. You're stuck with a dead RV, zombies approaching, no way to fix it. That's not survival. That's a mobile tomb. Problem 3. Road conditions deteriorate. Roads need maintenance. Without work crews, they fall apart fast. Potholes grow, bridges collapse, trees fall, floods wash out sections. Within months, many roads become impassable. RVs need paved or good gravel roads. They're not off-road vehicles. Low clearance, wide, heavy, they get stuck easily. As infrastructure fails, your mobility decreases. Within a year, many routes are blocked. Problem 4. Size makes you a target. RVs are big, obvious, loud. Everyone knows RVs mean supplies. Desperate survivors see resources they can take. You're not invisible. You're a moving billboard saying, "Raid me." People block roads, force you to stop. Take everything, maybe kill you. Size also limits maneuverability around zombies and obstacles. A small vehicle can weave through. An RV plows forward or gets stuck. Problem 5. Living space is cramped for groups. An RV feels spacious for weekend camping. Living in one full-time with multiple people is psychological torture. No privacy. Constant proximity. Cabin fever. Arguments escalate because there's nowhere to escape. Stress builds. Tensions explode. Groups fracture. The RV tears you apart instead of keeping you together. Problem 6. Limited off-grid capability. RVs are designed for campgrounds with hookups, shore power, water connections, dump stations, not for true off-grid living. Fresh water lasts days. Then you need to find more. Waste tanks fill. Then you need dump facilities. Generator burns fuel. Solar might run lights but not AC or heat. You're dependent on infrastructure that no longer exists. Problem 7. Extreme weather. RVs aren't well insulated. In winter, without heat, you freeze. Pipes burst. In summer, without AC, you roast. Interior temperatures hit 120 degrees. That's deadly. You can survive extreme weather with fuel for generator or propane for furnace. When those run out, the RV becomes uninhabitable. Problem 8. Always exposed during stops. Every time you stop for fuel, supplies, or rest, you're vulnerable. You exit into hostile territory. Zombies nearby. Survivors could ambush, and you have to stop. You need fuel, food, water, rest. Each stop is a risk. Eventually, your luck runs out. Let's walk through a realistic timeline. Week 1. You load the RV and evacuate immediately. You reach a remote area. You've got supplies and fuel. You're safe. This works. Survival rating, 8 out of 10. Month 2. Fuel is half gone. Roads deteriorating. Tire blew. Used your spare. No more spares. Generator acting up. Food running low. The RV is less mobile home, more stationary shelter. Survival rating, 4 out of 10. Month 4. Out of fuel. RV parked permanently. Can't move it. Without power, it's just a metal box, hot or cold depending on season. You're fetching water manually. If zombies find you, no escape. You consider abandoning it. Survival rating, 2 out of 10. Beyond 6 months. If you're still in the RV, you're in trouble. It's a stationary target. Mechanical failures make it uninhabitable. You abandon it or die in it. So when does an RV actually work? Condition 1. You evacuate immediately before fuel stations are overrun. Condition 2. You have extensive fuel reserves cached. Condition 3. You have mechanical knowledge and tools. Condition 4. You use it for short-term evacuation, not long-term survival. Condition 5. Small group, 2 to 4 people maximum. Get all 5 conditions and it works. But almost nobody has all 5. Here's your actual strategy if using an RV. Pre-apocalypse. Stock it now. Food, water, tools, weapons, everything you need. Don't wait. Evacuation. At first sign of outbreak, go immediately. Drive to pre-planned rural destination. Don't drive aimlessly. Fuel management. Drive directly. Minimize detours. Every mile matters. Cache fuel at your destination immediately. Transition plan. The RV is temporary. Use it while establishing permanent shelter. Build or fortify a structure. Then abandon the RV. Don't try to live in it forever. Best case. You evacuate early to remote property. Use RV as temporary shelter while building sustainable base. Transition after a few months. Rating, 7 out of 10. This works. Worst case, you try to acquire an RV during the outbreak. Roads are chaos. Fuel is gone. You get stuck. The RV becomes a trap. Rating, 1 out of 10. You're dead. So here's the final verdict. Survival rating, 5 out of 10. The pros: mobility during initial outbreak, self-contained shelter, large storage, security while sleeping, power and water systems, relatively low profile in rural areas. The cons: extreme fuel dependency, mechanical vulnerability, roads deteriorate, size makes you a target, cramped living space, limited off-grid capability, vulnerable to extreme weather, exposed during stops. The bottom line: RVs are excellent for short-term evacuation and transition, terrible for long-term survival. Use an RV to get from the danger zone to a safe location quickly, then establish a permanent base. Don't try to live in an RV permanently. The survivors who use RVs correctly recognize it's a vehicle, not a solution. They use it, then abandon it. The survivors who die in RVs thought mobility alone would save them. It won't. That's the survival theorem on RVs. They're good for temporary travel, bad for permanent survival. Know the difference. Use them smart. Know when to walk away. The best survival vehicle is the one that gets you to safety, not the one you die in trying to stay mobile forever. Stay alive.